About 18 months ago, I met Lebogang Setumo. At that stage, he was down, but he was driven, and he had a story that had to be told. And I was privileged enough to walk this journey of getting From Popular to Pariah published with him. And I could see his growth, and I am motivated and inspired by his energy. And I'm very proud to call him a client and a friend. And I asked him to give some of his insights on how he experienced this journey of bringing an idea into life and selling your idea and your story to the world. So, his book is available on my website, mybeinginwords.com, and it's also available on his website, lebogangsetumo.com.
Always gives people benefit of the doubt, but most importantly, Lebo was full of life. Lebo enjoyed being around Lebo. That's the Lebo before the bullying. Well, anyone that met Lebo, honestly, would be very happy, and I would bring happiness, amongst people. My energy would be noticed, and I would bring only positive vibes. Um, and I think what I miss the most is just being around people, because of it's always nice just to, give that energy of yourself to people and make a difference in their lives, whether that's to put a smile on their face or whether that's to just help them with something. But that's the level that I miss. It took me about 2 years to decide to write this book. The reason why I was doubting, and the reason why I was doubting is because of I was scared of being honest, I was scared of being vulnerable, and I was scared of just people knowing that part of my life. So I almost decided not to. Um, I almost didn't. I almost didn't. What gave me courage was being literally at the end and not knowing where to go, and I felt a lot of heaviness, and I knew that I had to release it. And ironically, that gave me a lot of courage, to break the silence, because of I was I couldn't pretend anymore, and I couldn't hide what I'm feeling. So I decided just to let people know what happened in my life, especially that part. Well, when people keep their stories locked inside, what they lose is an opportunity to experience freedom. They lose an opportunity to get healing, and they lose an opportunity of turning pain into purpose. So I think that's what people lose. Well, after writing the book, publishing the book, selling the book, I think what I discovered is how brave I am. I didn't know that I'm that brave at all. I think what surprised me with my healing is the fact that one can get healed, and also the fact that healing is a process. And I think I discovered that as well. Every story is important. You'd be surprised after writing the book how many people can resonate with your story. You'll be surprised how many people can connect with your story, and you'll be surprised how many people can get encouragement through your story. So I believe every story is important. We go through different things in life, but you find that you don't go through things alone. And once you write and once you connect with those people, you realize that you are never alone. Well, I would first tell him that the world is not what you think it is, but most importantly, always make sure that you pray. Always make sure that your relationship with God is always stable, because of when you go through disappointment, when you go through sadness, when you go through betrayal, you need a source that can encourage you through the storm. I've actually learned that I'm a storyteller. I've learned that about myself. I love stories. I love how they begin. I love the middle part, and I love how they end. So I think that's what I've discovered about myself, and it's becoming more of a passion. I think I'm becoming addicted to it. To tell you the truth, Lebo's still finding himself. Um, but Lebo is a person today full of life again. I'm seeing opportunities again. I'm starting to believe. I'm starting to be positive, but it takes time. But I'm that guy now. I love From Popular to Pariah, and my biggest vision about this book, From Popular to Pariah, it's not for it to be my story, but I think it's to be our story, so we can share, we can heal, and we can be on a journey together with those that want to be involved in this journey. That's my vision. I believe in growing. I believe in developing yourself, and I believe in consistency as well. Before I didn't have direction, but now I do because of this book. So I'm learning on a daily basis. Every single day, there's a room for mistakes. There's a room to correct those mistakes, and there's a room to improve on those mistakes. So I'm just learning on a daily basis, and I'm filled with a lot of expectation. Well, my advice is simple. What are you waiting for? The world is waiting for your story. The world is waiting to read your story, and the world is waiting to learn from your story. So it can be in a manuscript or it can be in your mind, but don't sit on it. Like I said, every story matters. I can't wait to meet you one day and hear about your story.